1230 KXO El Centro, California. It's 7:28.
I'm Patrick Claiborne with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The NFL Foundation, Dallas Cowboys, and Houston Texans are contributing a combined $1.5 million towards immediate assistance and long-term recovery resources for Texas communities impacted by last weekend's flash flooding. Patrick Mahomes is ready to return to work after the Chiefs failed on their quest to become the first three-peat Super Bowl champion. He told FanDuel TV, quote, "Whenever you lose, you kind of have this taste in your mouth that you want to get out there and get revenge. Let's just play football and handle it all out there. I don't really want to talk about it. I just want to go out and show who we are." The Chiefs report to training camp July 21st. Meanwhile, the Chargers and Lions days away from reporting to camp ahead of their Hall of Fame game matchup on July 31st. Chargers rookies report on July 12th, the veterans the 16th. Lions rookies report on the 16th, and the veterans on July 19th. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
All right, Takis fans, Wendy's knows you love your Takis Fuego chips. So we thought, why not make a Takis Fuego meal with a Takis Fuego chicken sandwich with spicy chicken topped with crushed Takis Fuego chips and creamy corn spread. Plus, it comes with Fuego fries inspired by Takis and a bag of Takis Fuego chips. If we had any more heat, we might start an actual... I told him this would happen. For an intense new take on Takis chips, gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Includes 1 ounce Takis Fuego chips while supplies last. Takis and Fuego trademarks are used under license.
Well, happy Tuesday. We survived Monday one more time. It is the 8th day of July, 2025. Coming up, a look at world and California news, local news, sports, financial news. We'll go in depth with the weather. Let you know an extreme heat warning is in effect. And, we will celebrate some birthdays as well. The big shot birthdays, yawn. And the local birthdays, the important ones. It's all part of what we do on Live and Local, AM 1230 KXO. In the news, we see that dozens of UFO sightings across New York State so far this year. Yeah, the National UFO Reporting Center has... said there were 6 UFO sightings in June alone. One person said they saw a metallic ball fly under their plane while flying over New York City. But hey, calm down. Yeah, not to worry. It was a Boeing plane, and probably that was just part of the door that fell off. Okay. Jared, do you believe in UFOs?
No.
Okay.
No. I believe in government projects that we can't talk about them, so they just they're very futuristic, very, very futuristic.
Yeah, okay. You've been hanging around Area 51 again. Yeah. Okay, why not? Okay, I don't believe in them, but I don't disbelieve. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay. Yeah. I don't recall ever seeing... I saw some strange objects in the air, but when I quit drinking, it quit happening.
Sometimes, things like that help.
Yeah. Oh, well. Anyway, and looking back in time, back to 2007... a list of the new 7 wonders of the world were unveiled. Among them, the Great Wall of China, Brazil's Christ the Redeemer statue, Peru's Machu Picchu, Mexico's Mayan ruins at Chichen Itza, the Colosseum in Rome, Taj Mahal in India, and Petra in Jordan. And I think they could have made it the 8th wonder of the world if they had just added the appeal of boba tea. That's another thing. I'll pass on that. Yeah.
We could have added the Salton Sea as the 8th wonder of the world. There we go.
I think so. And maybe we can dispel the myth of a Spanish galleon loaded with gold at the bottom of the sea, or even a railroad locomotive.
I wonder where that myth came from, and if there's any credence to it. Because if there is, I have a proposal for you.
Yeah, well, at one time, the Salton Sink was part of the Gulf of California.
Man, a long time ago.
Yes. Well, not that far back, really.
A couple hundred years.
Look at Travertine Rock.
All right. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Birthdays today. Our big shot birthdays. And let's see. Jamie Johnson of the Allman Brothers, 81. Actor Jeffrey Tambor, 81. Actor Jonelle Allen, 77. Rafi, the children's singer, 77. Actor Angelica Houston, 74. Kevin Bacon, 67. Actor Robert Nepper, 66. Other birthdays include actor Rocky Carroll, 62. Actor Michael B. Silver, 58. Actor Billy Crudup is 57. Actor Michael Weatherly, 57. Actor Milo Ventimiglia is 48. Actor Lance Gross, 44. Actor Sophie Bush, 43. Actor musician Jaden Smith is 27. Local birthdays coming up. InnerCare is a one-stop shop for all your healthcare needs, from primary care to pediatrics, behavioral health to radiology. InnerCare is here to provide you with excellent care. We've got 6 locations in the Imperial Valley, with a 7th coming soon to Imperial. We're open whenever and wherever you need us, including on weekends. To find a healthcare center near you, visit innercare.org. InnerCare, making life healthy from the inside out. Let's say happy birthday, Ana Garcia, Isabel Contreras, Jose Carlos Sosa, Monica Guerrero, Juan Sosa, Bella Bano, Sharisa Kiles, Marissa Hokoba, Robert Moreno, Ariana Zabala, Desiree Martinez, Gloria Ahumada, Haiti Nevarez, Isabel Quiroz, Jesse Farrell, Lisa Galinet, Marco Quijas, Ralph Zabala, Sergio Mesa, Ivan Limon, Julian Lopez, Claudia Mesa, Amanda Lyon, and Catherine Huff. Happy birthday from KXO. I believe I missed Lindsay Lohan's birthday. She's now 39. Yeah, it's that one day of the year when that white stuff on her teeth and above her lip is due to cake frosting. She's still around. Yeah, okay. And you don't remember this, but video game company Atari was founded this week some 53 years ago, back in 1972. And I think with another 40-some-odd years of practice, I could get to level 2 of Space Invaders.
Yeah. Play a Pong.
Yeah. Boing, boing, boing. Okay. We're going to boing right into the news. A look at world and California news headlines right now. And it is brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that we breathe.
Brief. At least 104 people now confirmed dead in the catastrophic flooding in central Texas as volunteers search for more victims and possible survivors. Sonny White is holding out hope for a missing friend.
He was camping in a trailer that we found. The trailer was wrapped around a tree the other day, and just discovered his car yesterday and confirmed that.
President Trump pushed Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu to reach an agreement to pause fighting in Gaza during a meeting at the White House last night. CBS's Natalie Brand.
The president has still remained hopeful that a ceasefire deal could be reached as early as this week.
CBS News confirms the TSA is phasing out a rule requiring passengers to pass through airport security in stocking feet.
The TSA agent was really happy because she said, "Oh, you don't have to take off your shoes." I was watching others go through the screening and they didn't take their shoes off, and I was like, yes, finally.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news. L.A. Mayor Karen Bass and Governor Newsom condemning an armed deployment of federal immigration agents in that city's historic MacArthur Park.
Now, you can spin it any way you like, but in my opinion, it's a political agenda of provoking fear and terror.
All mandatory evacuation orders lifted for a brush fire in Laguna Beach. Mayor Alex Runagi says there is a suspected cause.
This fire was suspected to be caused by fireworks, but we don't have any further information beyond that at this time.
The Rancho fire burned 4 to 5 acres. No reports of any property damage or injuries. Meanwhile, firefighters continue to battle our state's largest wildfire of the year as the Madre fire grows past 80,000 acres. CAL FIRE says that blaze is now 30% contained in the Los Padres National Forest, and evacuation orders remain in effect near Highway 166, which is also closed due to that fire. I'm John Gilliland, and you're listening to California Headline News.
World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org and get real-time information about the air that we are breathing.
When you speed while driving, you have less time to react to whatever comes across your path. Whether the car could turn out in front of you, a large truck could brake suddenly, a pedestrian could be walking their dog, and you won't even have time to course correct. The speed limit doesn't just protect you, it protects everyone around you. So slow down, obey the law, and just keep everyone on the road safe. Speed catches up with you. Paid for by NHTSA.
At Straight Talk, we are all about no-brainers. Calling Grandma for her recipe, no-brainer. Streaming one more episode at 2 a.m., big no-brainer. Getting real unlimited data where you buy bananas, the ultimate no-brainer. Switch now and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2025 with select plans. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and StraightTalk.com. Offer valid through 7/2025. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-store activation of single line gold unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit StraightTalk.com/terms. Copyright 2025 Verizon.
It's page one of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley. At the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at the Imperial Valley Mall, and at El Centro Motors.
KXO News. Regular board meeting. Board of Supervisors meet today. Here's George Gale.
The meeting begins with presentations. Board is expected to declare the month of July as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Mixed Martial Arts Awareness Month in Imperial County. Supervisors will hand out certificates of recognition to the local recipients of the U.S. Small Business Administration's 2025 District Awards. The board is expected to go into closed session with a lengthy agenda. Among the items to be discussed is litigation filed by Comité Cívico del Valle and Earthworks versus the county. They will discuss anticipated litigation, which may include the lawsuit recently filed by the former clerk of the board. They will also discuss appointing a new human resources director. The afternoon session begins at 1 p.m. On the action agenda, a board will consider a 1-year renewal treatment facility agreement between the Imperial Manor Skilled Nursing Incorporated and the Imperial County Behavioral Services, our medical and therapeutic services for the next fiscal year. Public Works will ask the board to approve the engineering report in connection with the levy of assessments for Imperial Center. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Brawley City Council recently ratified a city manager contract. The contract is for 3 years. Rebecca Terrazas-Baxter will begin as the Brawley City Manager later this month. Terrazas-Baxter said last week she was very grateful to lead the city of Brawley, working hand in hand with the city council. The contract calls for a base salary of $192,000 for the first year, increasing to $202,000 for the second year and $212,000 for the third year. The contract allows for increases resulting from employees' annual performance evaluations and any approved merit-based increases. The contract covers work-related expenses, $400 monthly car expense, $75 monthly cell phone allowance payment, and a contract also calls for the new city manager to reside within 30 minutes response to the administration office. KXO News Time, 7:43.
Stop by your local grocery outlet to participate
Before
in our
you head out
annual
on the road,
Independence
head
from
into
Hunger
El
Drive.
Centro
This is a
Motors
great
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Ask for the works. Trained technicians will change the oil using up to 6 quarts of synthetic blend oil. Change the filter, rotate the tires, top off the fluids, check the belts, hoses, battery, and brakes, all for one low price. It's the works at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, at El Centro Motors, the Imperial Valley Mall, and the Brawley Auto Center, or with their new mobile service wherever you are.
Calpatria City Council meet this evening. Here's George Gale.
The meeting starts at 5:30 this evening. Council will take public comments and then go directly into closed session. Open session begins at 6 p.m. They will take public comments on the regular agenda items. Council will hold a public hearing to discuss establishing a fee matrix for building permit applications within the city of Calipatria. They will consider appointing 2 council members to begin a collaboration with the Calipatria Unified School District. Council will consider adopting a fiscal year 2025 through a 2030 LTA Measure D improvement plan, and they will consider a resolution opposing the expansion of solar development on farmland. Next regular Calipatria City Council meeting will be July 22nd. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
2 more budgets approved. Last week, Brawley and Calexico adopted their budgets for fiscal year 2025-2026. Brawley's spending plan comes in at $65 million. It allows for 151 full-time employees, 34 capital improvement projects. The general fund contains $26.3 million. Overall revenues in the new budget are 3.5% higher than last fiscal year. After 3 attempts, the Calexico City Council unanimously adopted a $160 million spending plan. The first 2 attempts ended in a tie vote of 2-2. Councilman Lorenzo Calderon did not attend those meetings. Last week, there was a full council. The 2 council members opposing the budget were convinced adjustment could be discussed to cover their concerns once the budget was approved. The new budget allows for a $24.1 million general fund. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and the weather up next.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley. They also have a mobile service van that will come to you wherever you are. Just call El Centro Motors or go online and schedule an appointment with the mobile service van.
Stop by your local grocery outlet to participate in our annual Independence from Hunger Drive. This is a great way to support your local food organizations. So take part in our Give 5, Get 5 program. Donate $5 and get a $5 coupon for a future visit. Donations made in-store stay in your local community. Join us in our fight against hunger by visiting your local grocery outlet today. Going on now through the end of July.
Grocery outlet, bargain market.
And it's page 2 of the local news with a side of weather, all brought to you by Burgers and Beer. They serve the best burgers in town. Daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, and happy hour 3 till 6 p.m. every day.
We have the latest update on the Wolf Fire. Here's George Gale.
According to the latest update, the Wolf Fire that began in Riverside County on June 20th The latest update indicates the fire is now 95% contained. Fire burned at 2,387 acres. Fire began at Old Banning Idlewild Road and Wolfskill Truck Trail. Officials say firefighters were patrolling the hot spots and performing mop-up in addition to suppression, repair, and containment line construction. They say evacuation warnings remain in place for the area immediately surrounding the fire perimeter. At one time, there were 482 personnel working the fire, including a crew from Imperial County. Officials say 3 firefighters were injured. No details on the injuries have been released. Cause of the fire remains under investigation. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Planting event. River Partners is hosting a planting event. It'll be held July 12th from 7 to 11 a.m. at the Imperial Wildlife Area Finney-Raymer Unit. To participate, you must RSVP. A map of the location will be provided once you RSVP. The event is a collaborative effort to plant over 1,000 plants in order to help restore up to 40 acres of active riparian restoration on the Imperial Wildlife Area's Finney-Raymer Unit. To get more information, check out riverpartners.org. It is recommended you wear closed-toe shoes and pants and plenty of water and, maybe something to eat. And some work gloves might be good. That might be handy. And remember, you must RSVP to attend. And there will be a AB 617 meeting. Here's George Gale.
It will be held tomorrow. It's for the El Centro Heber Calexico Corridor. The meeting begins at 5:30 p.m. It is available via Zoom or at the County APCD Facebook page. Spanish interpretation will be available. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time, 7:49. We'll take a look at weather next.
Hungry for the best burger in town or an ice-cold beer? Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. For July specials, the Patriot is our drink of the month, along with Bud, Bud Light, and Bud Zero bottles for only $4.50. July food specials are La Mexicana Burger and fried vanilla cheese. Burgers and Beer, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Open daily.
National Weather Service says strong high pressure over the region will result in well above normal temperatures through midweek, with afternoon highs to reach and exceed 115 degrees across the Imperial and Yuma valleys. The heat will result in widespread major heat risk, with extreme warnings in effect for much of the region today through Thursday. Slightly cooler temperatures are expected by the end of the week through the weekend, but remaining above normal. 109 the high yesterday, 78 the overnight low. Wind gusts peaked at 31 miles an hour yesterday afternoon. Today will be sunny and hot with a high near 112, light winds. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 87. West wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming east-northeast. Sunny and hot on Wednesday with a high near 118. West wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming north. We have 86 degrees downtown, 70% relative humidity. Right now the wind is calm. Air quality good everywhere except moderate in Westmoreland. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by Burgers and Beer. It's the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
Let's talk about it. Bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to KXO AM 1230 at 7 a.m. or on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to KXORadio.com for a podcast of the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of KXO AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
It's sports time, brought to you by the newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District, combining 2 hospitals to better serve you. Well, Manny Machado got his 2000th career hit last night against the Arizona Diamondbacks, sharp single, and then followed up with 2001 with a home run. Padres still took it, the Diamondbacks dumped the Padres 6-3. Elsewhere, the Tigers over the Rays 5-1. Red Sox beat the Rockies 9-3. Marlins over the Reds 5-1. Brewers beat up on the Dodgers 9-1. It was the Royals 9, the Pirates 3. Blue Jays beat the White Sox 8-4. Guardians dumped the Astros 7-5. Angels nipped the Rangers 6-5. And the Giants got by the Phillies 3-1.
Big changes are happening in Imperial Valley. The newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District is paving the way for a healthier future. By uniting El Centro Regional Medical Center and Pioneers Memorial Hospital, we're creating a stronger, more connected healthcare system, one that's built to serve you. Together, we're expanding services, strengthening care, and building a sustainable future for all residents of Imperial Valley. The Imperial Valley Healthcare District. Stronger together, healthier tomorrow.
Yannick Sinner advanced to the Wimbledon quarterfinals despite hurting his right elbow in a fall in the opening game and dropping the first 2 sets last night. His opponent, Grigor Dimitrov, wound up retiring in the third because of an injured pectoral muscle. Tennis is a tough sport. Emma Navarro, one of 2 American women to make the second week at Wimbledon, was eliminated by number 7 seed Mira Andreeva, 6-2, 6-3 in the 4th round yesterday. And Ben Shelton reached his first Wimbledon quarterfinal, doing a round better than his father-turned-coach Brian did in 1994. Shelton beat Lorenzo Sonega 3-6, 6-1, 7-6, 7-5 yesterday. And in other news, the New York Knicks hired Mike Brown, turning to the 2-time NBA Coach of the Year. This after they fired Coach Tom Thibodeau. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by the newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District, Stronger Together, paving the way for a healthier future. Comité Civico del Valle is constantly working for our Imperial Valley, from air quality issues to environmental and economic issues. Comité Civico del Valle is leading the way with community outreach, education, and engagement, asthma education programs, and driving clean assistance program. Comité Civico del Valle is powering the future of the Valley with programs that address the important issues affecting all of us. To find out more, visit their website at ccvhealth.org. And let's take a look at financial news, a brief look at the weather, all brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service. Southwest Postal, the only postal service in the Valley, offering 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro. But President Donald Trump is threatening to revive his trade war. Wall Street doesn't seem too concerned. Global markets were relatively calm today after Trump yesterday ratcheted up his tariff campaign, but extended the deadline to August 1st and said he was open to negotiations. That provided a sense of optimism for investors. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, picture Lucy in the Peanuts cartoon in her, 5-cent, psychology booth. Yeah, well, I can see that booth set up on the lawn of the White House with tariff negotiations, just a nickel. Elsewhere, attorneys for MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell were fined this week for submitting court documents generated with artificial intelligence that contained nearly 30 defective citations. In a 20-page ruling yesterday, U.S. District Judge Nina Wang said attorneys Christopher Kacharoff and Jennifer DeMaster would be fined $3,000 each. At an earlier pretrial conference, Kacharoff admitted to filing AI-generated documents without checking them. Kacharoff said, "I did not personally check them." And the judge said, if you're going to use generative artificial intelligence, that did not excuse you from the obligations of Rule 11, referring to Federal Rules of Civil Procedure Rule 11 that states an attorney certifies that there is evidence for factual statement. And, by the way, Amazon Prime. Yeah, well, yeah, it's here. Whoopee! Yeah, can't tell you how happy I am. Taking a look at the big board right now, we see red. The Dow off 162 points at 44,244. Meanwhile, the S&P 500 down 9 at 6,220. The NASDAQ at 20,390. That's off 22 points. Gold down $36.30 an ounce. Told you should have sold yesterday. 19 cents a barrel up on oil. And dividend yields for U.S. stocks are nearing record lows, but investors don't seem to care, according to Wall Street experts.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in the Imperial Valley and Coachella Valley. The mission has always been to protect your property, whether it's your home, business, or construction site. Your satisfaction is their #1 priority. Make that phone call today to protect your property by calling Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 760-970-4500. And don't forget about Southwest Postal, your one-stop shipping center. Plus, they offer you 24-hour mailbox rental located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro.
It will be sunny and hot today with a high near 112. Light wind becoming south about 5 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight, a low around 87. West wind about 5 miles an hour becoming east-northeast. Tomorrow sunny and hot. Look for a high near 118. West wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming north. We have 86 degrees downtown El Centro, 68% relative humidity. Right now, the wind is calm. Air quality moderate in Westmoreland, but it's good everywhere else. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service. Southwest Postal, the only postal box service in the Valley that offers 24-hour a day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro. You realize we're on YouTube? Yeah. You missed the news this morning? You can catch it up on YouTube. When you travel, you can catch up your local news on YouTube. We're there.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO. Well, of course. This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Steve Kathan. A frustrating and agonizing search goes on in areas of central Texas where flooding has claimed more than 100 lives and left others missing.
My dad's coworker, it's one of his best friends, so we're still looking, but it's hard to maintain hope right now.
As the search effort goes on, CBS's Janet Shamlian has more on the struggle to clean up.
The resilience and the compassion and really just the selfless neighbor helping neighbor. You know, a lot of the volunteer efforts going on here is not formally organized. It is just someone with a chainsaw going to help someone else. Perhaps someone they don't know.
No big announcement yet from the government, but at more airports around the country, word is getting around that travelers don't have to take their shoes off in the security line. These people at Boston's Logan airports.
The TSA agent was really happy because she said, "Oh, you don't have to take off your shoes." I was watching others go through the screening and they didn't take their shoes off, and I was like, yes. Finally.
The White House press secretary appeared to confirm the change in a social media post. The shoes-off rule was implemented nationwide back in 2006. A day after meeting with President Trump, Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu is on Capitol Hill. CBS's Nicole Killian reports members of Congress have concerns about Gaza and Iran after the U.S. military strikes on nuclear targets.
We will be looking to see if there are any questions that lawmakers have. Certainly, there was a lot of concern at the time of those strikes. Obviously, a lot of concern about the future of the region as well in light of the situation in Gaza.
Well, just days after the U.S. stopped weapons deliveries to Ukraine, President Trump indicated yesterday the U.S. would resume shipments, saying the country is getting hit very hard now by Russia. CBS's Eleanor Watson at the Pentagon.
U.S. officials have not said what specifically will be sent to Ukraine, but what Ukraine has been asking for, really pleading for, are additional interceptor missiles that can shoot down incoming drones and missiles aimed at Ukrainian cities.
The International Criminal Court has issued arrest warrants for 2 top Taliban leaders, accusing them of persecuting women and girls since taking power in Afghanistan 4 years ago. Well, here at home, the IRS now says churches can endorse political candidates to their congregations, as we hear from CBS's Michael Wallace.
Federal law does not allow tax-exempt nonprofits to campaign. But in a new court filing, the IRS says that ban should not apply to houses of worship speaking to their own members. The agency likens it to a family discussion about candidates.
American Taylor Fritz advanced to his first Wimbledon semifinal today. Checking Wall Street, the Dow is down 127 points. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with AutoPay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
If you're considering calories and salt content in the drive-through line, consider this.
I want some Chick-fil-A today.
It may top Yelp's new chicken sandwich ranking, but World Atlas has put Chick-fil-A at the top of its list of 10 least healthy food chains in the country. The Atlas cites meals that can eclipse the daily calorie limits, about 800, in a single sitting. Yelp celebrates the fried chicken chain for its crispy, crunchy sandwich. Dave's Hot Chicken comes in second, Raising Cane is third, then Shake Shack and Popeyes. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
It's hot in Greece, and authorities there closed the famed Acropolis for several hours today due to high temperatures. Mandatory work breaks are in effect in parts of that country, especially central regions where temperatures have exceeded 104. Officials warn that the risk of wildfires is high in Greece as well. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-230-2777. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-230-2777. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-230-2777. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-230-2777, 800-230-2777, or biglou.com.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Classic case of neurotic narcissism and a first-class smarty pants.
AM 1230 KXO.